What's up, guys? It's the BMG Brickmarks Daily back again today, and as always, I'm super excited to be back. I always mess that up somehow. But today I've got a Lego Hobbit build to share with you. But more importantly, a little bit of news backstory before we get into this mock. The first video I ever put out on my channel was actually a bag end mock, which I titled Bag Middle, because it was so big that, the door was so big, the doorway that I made, that I had to make it only a half circle. So I just randomly named it Bag Middle, but here today we've got Bag End. This is, version is based after Frodo, so technically after they've completed their Middle-earth journey, or the time after Bilbo left and before they set off on their journey in Lord of the Rings. But with that out of the way, let's get straight into this mock. So I'll start with the front and all the details in the front, and then head into the back and show you everything inside this mock. The real reason why I redid this is to make more room inside, because last time I built it I didn't really get to design as much inside as I would like to, but this definitely does it for me. So over on the side, I'm using some pine trees. These are micro scale pine trees if you only include a couple grass pieces, but I included quite a few, so it makes them look a little bit larger for pine trees. We've got Gimli in the front there, who's walking up to Frodo's house. There's some cobblestone pathways. I used this same technique, on the other one that I've built, which I would really appreciate it if you checked out that one. And just some small flowers built around the outside. Up in the center, there's the big circular door, which you can open up. It kind of locks closed when you close it, because it gets kind of stuck. The doorway's a little bit small, but it closes up pretty nicely, and I really like the doorknob piece that I used in gold there. There's a bench on the side that I used in a different build, which it's not too interesting. It's a bench. Come on. There's a fenceway going around it, small, and a little bridge over here with a waterfall back behind it, which I can show you better on this side, and a bunch of little 1x1 light blue translucent studs and some diamonds built as water underneath this bridge. And a couple trellis windows, as well as on this side again, a little kind of trellis window behind this tree, kind of a secretive little window, which actually happens to be right next to Frodo's bed, which now will go all the way around inside this build. I don't know the best way to show you guys this, but Frodo's bed is right in there. If I take off this piece, you can kind of see how it's built. I know there's a little bit of light shining through, so it's a little hard to see. He's got the one ring and a little candle on his nightstand. There Frodo is right next to the door, which I'll open up real quick to show you guys outside. And then over here, open a little bit too wide, there's Sting, and another version of the one ring that I just included in there, along with some gold studs to make it look like it's a treasure chest maybe left over from Bilbo. Over here there's a little fireplace with some fire lit in there and some smoke. It looks a little bit more like steam, but I didn't really want to go with a light gray color, so I just went with white for this one. It's so bright here. There's a little chair for him to sit down and read in. I'm pretty proud of how I built this chair with this car piece from, I believe, some Cars 2 wave sets as armrests on the chair. I really like how that went together. If I can set it up right so you guys can see how that's built. There's a little candle also on this stand or table next to it. And one more thing to point out before we end this video in the front, I may need to pick up a few more grass or darker green colored bricks, because it's not built up too much over the top of this build, but I think it went through pretty nicely, and I really like how this came together. So if you like my mocks, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and liked this video. And I'll see you guys in the next time. I appreciate it more than subscribers for comments. I like to see what you guys comment down below, and I would really appreciate it if you left some ideas for other mocks that I can build. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. This is BMD out.